Oh, lesser athlete would have went down. That was nice. That was nice. All right.
Eric, what do you think some of the challenges the Jets pose to you?
Obviously playing, Coach Bowles' coach team a couple of times. You see the pressures, you see the different coverages he likes to throw at you. And then let alone their players. They have really talented players. Their front, very active, very physical front seven. And on the back end, they got two young guys, but they don't play like it. They're really aggressive, intense, emotional players, which is awesome. You love to see that, in the young guys coming up. Because so many times nowadays you don't see that, so it's good to see. And then their corners are super fast, super talented. They have a first-round pick in that group, and he was. Anytime you're a first-round pick, you were a first-round pick for a reason. So they have talent everywhere, and they're very well coached.
Why do you think Jared fits so well with this offense? How long did it take? How did you guys were you able to build a rapport and connection quickly?
I think that with the guys that we have on the outside. Any tight end would want to come play, and I'm glad that we got Jared because he's like, not only is he the great player, and we all saw the catches and the speed and and he can block and all those things, but in that locker room, he's one of the coolest people to just sit by and talk to, and that's the kind of people, as you guys have seen, that Mr. McKenzie and Coach Del Rio have brought in. Is they're not only talented, but they're just good dudes. They're just fun to be around. So I think that's where it started with Jared. Is when he came in. He's a husband. He's a dad, just like I am. We share that in common. And obviously those stories change daily. As all the dads and moms know. But I think just being around him is where our connection really started.
What does it do for the entire offense when you see Marshawn running over people the way he did Sunday?
You saw us all getting excited. It's just. Because that's football, you see your running back, you see a teammate, even on Coop's touchdown, you watch everyone getting excited, just the effort. Everyone in this league is talented. Every team has talent. But when you see an effort like that, when you see, people going that extra mile, because you see it in the practice field, so then when it happens in the game, you're just excited for them, because you see how hard they work. And then you see how hard Coop works to finish and all those things. Then he does that. Then you see how hard Marshawn runs at practice. Then when he does it in the game, it's not a surprise, but at the same time you're excited because you see how hard he works to do it.
You have a little taste of Marshawn at the Coliseum in the preseason, a couple carries.
Yeah.
What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like?
Oh, gosh. Loud. Yeah, loud. Hopefully we'll be able to be excited and then get quiet again real quick for the offense. But, no, I love our fans, and I'm happy that they have someone that's homegrown that gets to play in front of them, like him, like TJ, and a couple other guys. But it's just so cool, for him coming home. I expect it to be loud.
That Amari touchdown, did that surprise you to see him pull his way in? And does that contribute the next time you're down there to saying, okay, we're back in the red zone, I want to try to go to him again?
Yeah, I'm always going to go to him. Obviously, we didn't hit on all of them that we wanted to hit on, and that again, I credit that to being the first game, and because we were just a little bit off on my end, on his end, whoever it was. It doesn't matter. Our team didn't score on certain ones, so the confidence will always be there. You guys know that. As we've talked about with some guys when they've dropped a couple, the confidence is always there, and they know that. So we're not worried about that, but it will never shy. I'll never shy away, even good or bad, from just reading it out and doing what we got to do. But being able to throw the ball in front of the goal line as well as in the end zone is going to help us. If we can do that and score, it makes the defense have to pick.
Can you describe what it's like for a home opener in front of the Raider Nation for people who haven't been to it?
Oh, it's rowdy. I'm glad that I'm a Raider. When I'm a part of it, it's exciting. It's an electric atmosphere. I haven't been able to play in one, but I'm pretty sure it's like a playoff game. I'm pretty sure it's that kind of feel. So, I think that our fans are the best in the world. Whenever we play at home, there's nothing like it. I've been able to play at some special places, and this is definitely one of them.
What do you think about that bull move that Amari made getting in? What do you just think his game is at?
Well, I was very excited because we scored. It's always nice to, throw an easy pass and let it go for a touchdown. Those are always fun. But I think the way that I feel about it is, I just feel comfortable throwing him any route, whether it's him coming in the middle, on the outside, deep, short. I think that he's worked his tail off and proven to myself that, he can really do it all.
Derek, all the talk this week about Giorgio and his sort of unique story. What's it like from your vantage point, seeing him come in and do what he did?
Absolutely amazing. It's like, some of these things are like a movie, all 4 years that I've been here, he's been around in OTAs, he's been around at camp, then we cut him, and every time he comes back, it's like, oh, what's up, man? So I'm glad that he's here to stay for a little bit. He's doing some really good things, and talk about a guy that deserves everything that's coming his way. Just a good person. It's kind of the theme around here. He's a good dude, and he works his tail off. Whether he had a good day or bad day, in the 4 years I've known him, he's always the same. I know as a kicker that's tough, but I think he's got a good head on his shoulders.
The running back rotation, you guys certainly made a commitment to keeping Marshawn Lynch while also getting involved.
Yeah.
What do you see in terms of Jalen, DeAndre, Marshawn is in the game?
Yeah.
You guys can still do what you want to do as an offense?
Yeah, what's cool is it's something that was a big emphasis for us going into the season was we don't want to be limited by our personnel groupings. We talked about Lee and all those things, how he's just a blocker. Well, that's not the case. He has some of the best hands we've ever been around. We need, to incorporate those. And same thing with our backs. Although Marshawn is our starter and sometimes he's not in there, those other guys come in and we're not going to change what we do. We're going to play football. And we have to be able to do that if we want to compete each and every week with all these good teams.
Yeah. Jalen and DeAndre have similar skill sets in some regards. What do you see in terms of what each of them provides when they're rotating in?
Yeah, Jalen and DeAndre, they're both explosive. We all know that. Really good hands, good route runners. They're really good in pass protection. Even though we had like a little slip up on one, it didn't bother me at all. Again, I credit that to being the first week. Hey, getting your fundamentals back right, kind of a deal. And I think that with both of those guys in the game, they do similar things, but they give us two options. They give us two fresh bodies, so to speak.
Any more for Derek, guys?
Good.
Right, if you want to hang here, we have
Thank you.
Giorgio coming over. Oh!